painting The Destroyer or Conan the Destroyer is an oil on canvas. Yes, oil on canvas painting is a 1971 painting by Frank Frazetta. This picture depicts Conan the Barbarian in the act of swinging an axe with dead warrior around him. This Conan is one of many Conan paintings and artwork done by Frazetta. It was inspired by Robert E. Howard, Conan character that is featured in books, comics, and films. House with Arcs is an oil on canvas pictures. The painting of House with an Axe is a work by the Russian artist named Sergei something, executed in 1972 during the time one of his visits of Starista, ancient town, and recognized as one of his most famous works in the genre of winter cityscape. Spring is on the way is a painting by Vladimir Ivanovich Ovchnikov, well-known Russian painter. In painting, the author captured the view of the high bank of the Volkhov River in the Staraya Ladoga with the Church of St. John the Baptist with the Chapel of St. Parasava and Bell Tower. Novel Jonathan Livingston Seagull, written by Richard Bach, is a fable in novella form about a seagull learning about life and flight and a homily about self-perfection. This book has reached the top of the New York Times bestseller list, where it remained for 38 weeks. Deliverance is a 1970 novel by James Dickey. James Dickey. His first in 1998. The editors of the Modern Library selected Deliverance as 42 on the list of the 100 best 20th century novels. The novel was included on the Time magazine list of the 100 best English language novels written since 1923. Carrie is an American epistolary novel and author Stephen King's first public novel. Food: pineapple chicken. Basically anything with pineapple was fair game in the 70s due to one increased interest in Hawaii culture. Quince. You think quince is big now? It was huge in the 70s. Cheese bun and cheese locks. Bonus points if your cheese lock contain ham or pineapple. Lifestyle. In 1974, 26% of men and 13% of women in Great Britain who smoked regularly were classed as heavy smokers. In 1970s, 78% of all households in Great Britain did not have regular use of a car. In 1970, food and non-alcoholic drinks was the largest category of expenditure, according to 21 of UK total domestic households expenditure.
People. Max Born. He was a German physicist and mathematician who was instrumental in the development of quantum mechanics. Richard Nixon. He was the 37th President of the United States who was the only United States president that resigned from the government due to the strong scandal. John Lennon. He was an English singer and songwriter who rose to worldwide fame as a co-founder of the band The Beatles, which was the most commercially successful band in the history of music. Event: NASA Apollo 13 moon mission returned to Earth successfully after abandoning its mission to the moon after experiencing oxygen tank problems and an explosion. The popular band The Beatles announced that they have disbanded due to strong disagreement between people in the band. The first jumbo jet, the Boeing 747, made its debut commercial flight from New York to London. Fashion: The early 1970s were a continuation of late 1960s hippie fashion. For men, this particularly means bell-bottom jeans, tie-dye shirts, and military surplus clothing. Besides, men's clothes also include sports jackets and matching outfits. For fashion of women, it includes tie-dye shirts, miniskirts, and military surplus as well. Entertainment: The cinematic works in 1970 period were pretty good. Many influential movies had released at that time, such as The Godfather, Jaws, and Carrie. The rise of disco were obviously seen as the biggest genre of music, especially in the mid to late in 1970 period. Aside from disco, funk, jazz, and soul also remained popular throughout on this period, and rock music played an important part in the Western musical scene as well. We can see these kind of songs from the band The Beatles, Led Zeppelin, and the Shocking Blue. Architecture: In the mid-1970 period, brutalist architecture were the most popular architecture, which consists of concrete and brickwork materials. The buildings were usually formed with repeat modular elements, forming masses representing specific functional zones, distinctly articulate and grouped together into a unified whole. The example of architecture in 1970 period were World Trade Center in Tokyo, Japan, S10 Tower in London, England, and Apollo Pavilion in England.